Well, hey! Hello and welcome to today's stream, where today I'm going to be playing some Grounded and having fun with that while talking about friendship. This is another really interesting topic that I never thought to talk about, and it's been suggested to me, and so I'm running with it, and I'm excited to talk about it because I think we could all use a good conversation about how to be good friends with people. Like, what exactly does a good friendship look like? And how can you be a good friend to other people? That's something I want to talk about, so let's just jump right in there. Welcome back to thoughtraid, a community about friends, gaming, and better ways of thinking. I'm Brandon, and today we're going to be talking about the wonderful topic of friendship. What does it mean? As you very well know how I do these things, Zap. And also, how can you be a good friend to other people? So we're doing that, and at the same time, I'm going to be playing some Grounded, and having fun with that because I want to eventually, I don't know, I like to choose games I've decided that enable me to finish them, because like if I start playing a game on thoughtraid, I'm going to probably finish it from start to finish. But if I play it by myself, I may never finish the game. So Grounded was one on my list of things I want to actually finish from beginning to end. So join me on this journey as we also talk about what it means to be good friends to other people. So it's going to be great. But let me move this out of the way so I can actually see the game. There we go. And see the chat at the same time. Goes there. Nope, that's not what I wanted to expand. This is what I want to expand. And there it goes there. Okay, cool. So yes, hello Zap, hello Kenneth. How are you guys doing today? Single player. Continue. I want to know how your weekend has been and how you are doing. Very curious. And I also want to figure out exactly when I'm going to be accosted by a wolf spider, because I'm trying not to sleep through the night for the express purpose of having to attack a spider. Just got back from your first b-ball practice of the year. It was 8. Okay. I'm doing good. Turned in the van today, officially not employed with another company. So, are you going to take a little break between then and starting up the new stuff you're going to be doing, or are you just jumping right in at it? How's this going to look?
That was refreshing.
Out of curiosity. I have things to cook. I'm going to cook them. Cook that. Okay. You just jump right into it. Okay, cool. And so, if I remember correctly, you are doing more or less similar field of work as what you're previously doing, except this time now you're doing it self-employed. Come to me, cooked meat. Is it both cooked? I guess so. Sweet. Exact same field, self-employed. Okay, cool. I did remember that correctly then. Good. I remembered. If I were to put my memory on a scale between 1 and 10, I would say that it probably lies somewheres between, yours is probably a little bit better than mine on certain things. Maybe, I don't know if it's just better in general or just better in certain things, but it definitely feels like your memory is better than mine. So I'm happy to remember that. What is moving the grass? Is that a spider? Is that a ladybug? I can't see. It's dark. Only the moon is out. And it's whatever it is, stop moving around. That general direction, I think that's where all the death is. Okay, yeah, cool. So probably not a spider. If I were to guess, the spider is probably coming from this way. I've had a pretty good memory so far. Yeah, honestly and truly, there are details and things you remember that I'm like, huh? That was not on my radar. I recognize I don't have poor memory. Actually, I have pretty decent memory. But it's not as good as some people that I know, which maybe for the longest time think that I had poor memory. Yes! Happy early Halloween. I don't know, depending. Don't hold me to this, but I may do a little something for Halloween, like a stream, or maybe play some games together. Maybe we'll do that. That might be fun. Everyone get together, play some games if you have the time. Depending if you're not trick-or-treating, which you might be. So if that is something you want to do, then by all means do it. But I had my Halloween fix yesterday, so I'm good. Well, not yesterday, Saturday. Yesterday was Sunday. Sunday it was a blur. I will probably not be there for that, darn. Depends on the time. It'll definitely be in the evening. But then again, that's usually when everyone's going trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating anyways. Where is a spider? What is the key that I press? I need a spider to show up so I can attack it from afar without having to take it on head-on. That's all I ask. What is that? What's moving the grass? That's a ladybug. Ladybug, you are not a spider. Okay. A young kid stopped by 8 or so. Okay, I have 2 kids, so I'll be walking with them. Just going to be going through your neighborhood, or are you going to go other places, or both? Like, I know, for instance, I know that Haynes Mall will oftentimes do some sort of, like, Halloween thing. I was involved in that many a year. Are you going as a concerned parent? Yes, this year for Halloween, I shall dress up as a concerned parent. Spider, I know they walk at night. I don't know if they have the exact same route every night, or if they just leave everything alone some nights. I don't know. Neighborhood used to be insane, but it's plenty here. Well, that's good. If I were to try to go trick-or-treating where I live, it would not work. It's a road. That would not... I mean, like, I can do it, but it would just be a little more inconvenient to try to go trick-or-treating on the road rather than on street. I'm looking for hot single wolf spiders in my area. Any one of them that I can find. That's not a wolf spider. I don't know what that was. I think it's a rock glinting in the night. That is not it. Calypso could go on his own, but Jackson is too young. I have some awesome Freddy Krueger. Yes. That'd be a good one. Did I just watch a dew drop fall to the ground on its own? Hello? What did I just witness? Also, is the sun already rising? This night has barely been anything. I was Michael Myers for the past 2 years. Alrighty. It's pretty good. I can find a picture and put it in Discord. Oh, that'd be fun. The current costume that you got going on that you share with us looks really good, too. I like the whole idea of the Invisible Man. That's fun. At least, that's assuming that is your costume. Which I, given the time of year, would assume that. I figured that was you. Why am I moving independently? I am now on the ground with everything else away well, I was always on the ground, but closer. Uncomfortably close with the environment around me. I've definitely been the Invisible Man. I've never really had any tremendously exciting outfits for Halloween or costumes. Like, the most exciting one I've done, I've never really gone beyond it. I was David Tennant's, well, the 10th Doctor in Doctor Who. And then that was it. That's where I peaked. I could do it again, but I don't feel like going out and making another costume after hitting that watermark. I just love the look that it was only $30. That's not bad at all. The sun already is freaking rising, and I didn't have a single wolf spider march its little butt down here for me to shoot. Ugh. I can finally be tall. Aren't you already tall? Didn't you say you're something like 6 foot something? If you're 6 foot anything, you're already tall. You've already beat me. No spiders. Very big disappointment. I need, apparently, to kill one. 6 foot, yes. I don't know, are you 6 foot? I thought you mentioned something about that at some point. Maybe in a decade? Well, I mean, if you are in middle school now, I don't have high hopes for you making to 6 feet, depending on how far away you are from it. A decade's not going to change that. Yeah, no. I don't think, I could be wrong. I don't have high hopes. Then you're closer to my height, at least at the moment. And they used to call that average height, at least in the United States. They used to call that average height. I think the average height in the United States has increased, and I am no longer average. I am below average. RIP. Let's see. I have science to spend since I can get a frickin' spider. Zip line. I should probably get a zip line. That seems like a good idea. Science. An upgrade to the scab scanner module that allows to detect nearby raw science. That could be useful. Teen spirit. Sign set? No, I'm good. Pebblet foundation. I just need a little more science for all that. My brother's 5'10", and he's 4 years older than me, so I still have some hope. I'm taller than he was at my age. Well, who knows? Maybe he will continue to grow beyond that. Usually, I don't know. I think you fully stop growing somewheres around, like, your 20s. Like, early 20s somewhere, I think. But we'll see. At least, I did not have high hopes for myself. I had my growth, and then everyone else grew taller than me. And that was it. Alright. Well, I'm giving up on the idea of having a spider, but we'll worry about the exploration in a moment. We're gonna go into the topic here and not keep you waiting too long. Whoops. I just punched my door. Okay. Alright, so... today's topic, I want to talk about friendship. I'm going to talk about it on the top of this little tower so we have some scenery to absorb. Absorb the scenery, okay? Let it soak into your body. Look at this beautiful sunrise over this luscious yard. And look at the nauseous gas pouring out of that thing. Anyways, so today I want to talk about friendships. Like I said, this one was something that was suggested to me. It was not on my radar, but it is now. And I want to talk about what it means to be a friend. What can you expect within a friendship? And also, the picture, I don't actually have. You can put it in the general. You could put it in art if you feel like it's art. But yeah, general probably could be fine amongst the 5,000 gifts and everything about mayonnaise. God bless my soul. Oh, the passing down the mayonnaise further and further down the Discord channel. But anyways, friendship, what it is. I want to talk about... No, I don't want to get to that again. No. Green hair is what's going to happen. I just need to frickin' remember to put in an order for it. I keep forgetting to order I keep forgetting to order green hair dye, and that's part of the problem. I will make my hair green. I will keep to that promise. I promise. But anyways, frickin' friendship. All right, we're gonna talk about frickin' friendship. Thinking about the mayo, I see. Because you keep bringing it up. Stop. So, what it is, what you can expect from it. Like, what are some, like, I feel like it's might be difficult to talk about, like, or to what are you able to expect within a friendship? Like, what is it that's like you're kind of teetering on, this is becoming too unreasonable, and this is something that everyone should be able to expect? Like, what can you expect out of a friendship? And then finally, what does it take to be a good friend? Because not everyone knows that. And so I feel like it's worth bringing that out. So that way we can all kind of share ideas together and kind of grow together in this discovery. Ooh, this song is fun. So, as always, just you existing is all I press X to doubt. I am not all you need. I cannot pay your bills. I cannot be the husband to your wife or the father to your children. I am not all you need. I cannot be the sustenance to your body or the air that you breathe. So I reject that notion, but thank you. Okay. You gotta be more clear, more specific, okay? Anyways. So, but even still, I should not be your only friend. But anyways, I don't think that's what you're saying. Focusing. Lord have mercy. So first, I want to go into simple definitions. What the hell does it mean to be a friend to somebody? Just begin with something simple like that, all right? I pulled up some definitions, and I pulled up some biblical definitions just to add a nice spread of context to this. You know, because again, I want to work without assumptions that everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. We can start there, and we can build from there. So, all right, let me make the game disappear. Poof. Okay, so starting with basic definitions here. Definition. Here's one definition: a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. I do not want to spill my cup. So right off the bat, this is not family. This is not romantic. This is just something platonic. Generally speaking, you can be a friend to someone you're in a romantic relationship, and you can be a friend to your family members, but usually this is beyond those familiar places. So that's one definition. Another definition I pulled up, one attached to another by affection or esteem. One that is not hostile, so the bar can be pretty low on what it means to be a friend. You're not hostile towards the person. I feel like that's square root one, but still. One that is the same nation, party, or group, which again, low bar. Either it takes infinitely so much or not much at all to be on the same nation or party or group of a person. So, a favored companion. It's interesting. A member of a Christian sect that stresses inner light, rejects sacraments and ordained ministry, and opposes war. Quaker. Very interesting. So you got some basic definitions of what a friendship looks like. And then there's some biblical insight into that too. And so some of the things that I was looking through this because there's so many. I know there's a lot the word can talk about, but I wanted to look for like specific things, and this is kind of how I navigate through all the different scripture verses. One is a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So friends are people that love you. Again, I guess that kind of sits with the whole definition of one that's not hostile. Friend is a massive spectrum. Yes, that's fair. So someone's not hostile, okay? So like the lunch lady could be your friend, provided she is not trying to poison you with the food that she's cooking. But also, someone your age at school or someone at work or whatever. But anyways, someone who loves at all times. I think that's a good definition to begin with. Because it kind of slides in with that first definition. Like if someone doesn't already like have love towards you, it's more, I feel like in that situation it's more of an acquaintance. If you are peaceable with the person, and it hasn't really, not really taking the time to really get to know the person. It's just they're there, you now know of their existence. You're not trying to murder them or kill them or whatever. Baseline, I feel like that's probably acquaintance. You are acquainted with the person. You know of their existence. But being a friend, I think it does make sense that it would involve some love towards the other person. And I like the, when the Bible talks about, like, in the very next one, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, they keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him. A three-fold cord is not easily broken. Hey, Calypso. So yeah, I feel like friendship, and I like there's another one is like, no greater love than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends. So I feel like friendship is, like you said, it's a spectrum, but it also has, I feel like there are components that are necessary before you can kind of move from it's just an acquaintanceship to this person is my friend. Get that back up again and go over here. Look at this yard. It's no longer morning time. The sun is in the middle of the sky. So it could be an acquaintance with somebody simply by knowing them and just generally not being hostile. Because the minute you start being hostile towards them, you start hating them. You're no longer being an acquaintance. You're being an enemy to them. But, in this circumstance where you just know them and you're not really trying to get to know them, you just know of them, and you're being kind, that's acquaintanceship. Once I feel like love is starting to come into the mix where you actually begin to appreciate the person, then I feel like you're starting to move into friendship territory with them. Because that love is going to motivate you to want to spend time with the person. So, any sort of thoughts on this, guys? Like, any sort of, like, things you want to add, some of this on your mind, or no? I'm going to need you for sustenance. I'm going to eat this. Then I'm going to murder you. And can burn up your flesh in a fire. Come here. Cool. I don't know why I would want to make it advanced food when I can get everything I need just from you. Thank you. Let me cook it. Also, how are you doing today, Calypso? Probably got weevil heads in my inventory that I do not need. No, I don't. That's surprising. Oh, good. I'm glad. I've always looked at it. Acquaintance is know of. Then friendship has as a how close is a friend. Because I'm friends with people that I care about, but not close friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you mentioned, there's a spectrum. There's a spectrum within a spectrum within a spectrum. Because obviously, the threshold of becoming friends is gonna be lower, but the threshold of being a good friend, or a close friend, or even a best friend is a much higher threshold that not everyone's gonna be able to fit into those spaces. When Jesus was still on the earth, roaming and ministering, the max amount of disciples that he had underneath him was 12, and these are people that were constantly with him. And he kind of maintained about 12, which are probably people he would consider to be friends, in addition to people that he would be leading. What is that background sound? Okay, where do I want to go today? I went into the bad region, and then I have a complete trail marker at Fallen. What did it say? Ooh, mutation loadout. Wait, there's a loadout? Huh? Do I have a limited amount of mutations that I can have active at one time? Like, how does this work? I'll activate mutation. I did not know that. Plus gas resist, plus burn resist. The quickness. The mutation's just called the quickness. Okay. I can only have 2 applied. Okay. Good to know. Chopping and harvest speed. Natural Explorer, gas resist, burn resist, sizzle protection. Ooh, that could be useful once I go out there. Okay. So what do I have? The quickness. I feel like I need the quickness for what I'm going to be doing. Complete chair marker at Fallen Oak Branch. All right, we're going out to the Fallen Oak area. That's what I'm going to do. And God help me. Okay. Here, juice. Okay. Guess I probably can explore upwards that way. Grubs. All right. So, I've got ideas of what I could talk about when it comes to what you can expect within a friendship, but I'm curious what you guys expect of your friendships, or feel like you is an acceptable thing to want to see within your friendships? What are your... Stop walking in my direction. You stay away from me. What are, in your mind, what are some things you feel like you can expect of your friends? That you know this is a fine thing to expect of them. It's not putting too much of a burden or strain, or it's not too out there, whatever. What do you guys expect of your friendships? And also, Metal Man, hello, welcome back. Good to hear from you. So A, B, C, D, and swap the set instead of doing them individually each time. That's something I'll probably have to do. I'll have one for gas, going to the gas region. I have one for exploration and killing things with my axe. And I have a branch to climb, I guess. And that is a nice deposit of sap, which I don't need. And I am already stuck. Spiders are probably down there. I like supportive friends. Okay. So what does support look like to you? That sounds like a ladybug. Yep, that's definitely a ladybug. Let's see. Anything of good note up here? Looks like a spider would want to be here. It's a good view up here. I have a good idea where the weeds are. That's nice. Some dandelions. The branch is in front of the house. Oh, okay. So I need to go back out there again. Just being there in case during hardships, comfort, risks, I don't know, something like that. Okay. So people, you like to expect of your friends, and you feel like you can expect of them, the right friends, to be supportive during hardships, to be comforting, to maybe help take risks in taking, like being there for you when it comes to the risk aspect. I would probably want to get up there eventually. Just live on a mushroom. I know Axeman keeps talking about having a base in the tree. And the branch is not here, apparently. It is by the house. So let's go that way. Please, oh please, may I not run into a spider. Ooh! I don't think I discovered that one last. Of course, going the direction I last saw the spider is probably not going to be helpful from avoiding it. But there's one right here. Okay. Being there for you. Okay. Oh, the spider. I'm gonna run away from the spider and head on my way back home. And towards the house. Oh, Lord. Metal Man, what do you think that you can expect from your friends? What do you think are some logical, good things that you can expect of a good friend? I have actually a really good relationship with my boss friends, but have that professional friends, but have that professional code. You have a good relationship with your boss, friends, but have that professional code. What do you mean? The wording of which, the way you worded that, it confuses me a little bit. Let's see, what's over here? That's just so beautiful. That is a beautiful picture right there. I like that. I don't like how that's sticking out, though. That I don't like. But anyways. Okay, where's this stick that's near the house? Is it this? Is this the stick? It's big. It looks like a trunk. It's got 1,000 mites on it. All of them ready to tear into me. Is that a spider? I freaking hear the chattering what sounds like a spider. It was just Minecraft reminding me what spiders can be. Hello? Ooh. Aha! Oh, I see. Why does it want me to... Freaking, I didn't... Okay, well... I need resources. I did not expect to need resources. I need cloverleaf and sprig. Okay, well, I'll be back. You just stay there and be pretty, okay? Mm-hmm. I swear that sounds like a spider. I don't like it. Mites. Leave me alone, mite. I don't want any trouble. Ow, mite. Okay. Where's my frickin' sprigs? What is moving the grass around? Is there a ladybug out there? Sprig. Sprig. Plant fiber. Okay. It was that and clover. That's right. I was like, no, I'm missing something. Okay. Sprig. Yes, yes, run away. One more for good measure. Okay. And then we can sleep so we don't have to deal with the monsters in the night. Although, I still want to kill a spider, so I'm not gonna do that. Be a good moment to wait and see what happens. And to chat. So, thinking about it again. Things you can expect... I need to unify the chat, because the chat keeps disappearing whenever I go to the scene. Anyways, things you can expect when it comes to friendships. And I wrote it down, what is acceptable within a friendship, or in other words, what can you expect from your friendship? So, I feel like there's a lot of things you could say there, and I feel like it depends on who. Because I feel like to say, this is acceptable within a friendship, may not be the case in another friendship. I feel like each friendship is going to specifically have its limits. And so if you expect, because this friend A is willing to do X, Y, and Z, then friend B would also be willing to do X, Y, and Z. And that's not the case. I feel like different people are willing and or capable of doing different things. I mean, just on a basic level, if you're trying to expect friend A, if friend A was someone without legs, to do something that friend B can do with legs, already you're running into an issue there. What is that sound? Heard something move. I don't know if it was a fire or what. I guess it wouldn't technically be a fire, but it sounded like a fire starting though, like my campfire just decided to spontaneously ignite. I guess not. No, what is that sound? Oh, it's probably a bird. Ah, yes, you. I wonder if I were to hit the bird with an arrow, would it attack me? I don't think that's something I want to risk. It sounds fun. Welcome back, Zap. But it also sounds like the end of me. Wait, is that another bird? What is that?
Let's see what's around here.
Oh, maybe that's a lightning bug. Okay. Yeah, well, before you go lurking, Zap, I had asked a question. The question was, what do you think is acceptable within a friendship? Like, what do you think that you should be able to get away with your friends? And things that would be like, you know, this is something that you probably could expect from other people too. Like, what do you feel like should be acceptable within those within that type of relationship? Bird does not get involved. Okay, cool. And you're saying, Metal Man, she can be mad at me if I make a mistake, but I don't take it personally. I understand that she is still my boss, and we can move on from it and still give each other a hard time and laugh together. Well, that's good, yeah. So I feel like that sounds like a fun, you know, good dynamic between you and an employer. I kind of have, like, I've had similar types of dynamices with my bosses. I have worked with a lot of women. You could probably get away with most things as long as it is not a repeatable occurrence and you both forgive each other. So looking at it from that perspective. Hold on, I want to build another sconce. Not a sconce. A light of some sort, yeah. It's more light. There we go. I would say going behind someone's back and betraying their trust is a big no-no for me. So not getting away with gossip, effectively, and or slander. What is that? Oh, it's the flies, or the gnats. Fair enough. Wow. Well, to be fair, when I was talking specifically about, betrayal is bad regardless, that's fair. When I was thinking about things you could get away with, that's good, but I was thinking about more specifically, like, what you can expect from your friends, like in a positive note. Like something that you feel like is something to be expected within friendships. I'm still waiting. I'm holding out for a big hunkin' spider to come my way so I can snipe it with my arrow. I can shoot the crap out of it until it dies. Help when needed. What do you think? Now, I'm curious. What do you think are the limitations, if any, when it comes to expecting help from a friend? Are there areas that you feel like they shouldn't help you in, or would not make logical sense they would help you in? Or do you feel like they should be able to help with just about anything? I'm definitely going to give you an answer in the next 5 minutes. You shouldn't do anything until I do. Okay.
Gonna have a look around.
Still no spider. Come on, I need a wolf spider to come my way. I know you're hungry. I know you're out there somewhere, so I can keep shooting you until you die. It's a very well-rounded relationship, okay? Definitely not one-sided. But yeah, going back to my question to you, Metal Man, and to anyone who want to chime in with that too, that question. Should there be, is there any limits to what a person should help you with as a friend? Like, you know, should you be able to expect them to help you with just about anything? Like, or things you think you should do yourself? I need to figure out where that stick was again. In the dark.
All right, Shadows. What you got now?
gonna find that branch again and hopefully not run into a spider. I'd like to be on uneven ground with this spider. I would like to have the high ground. I don't always expect them to help every time. We are grown, and it's not always possible. I mean, if they are a good friend, I don't see why not. Gotta reorient myself. Move forward in this blasted dark, and then I forget where I am. Ooh. I hear a buzzing sound. Either that, or I just hear 5,000 of these mites. Maybe it's just the 5,000 mites. Would you leave me alone? Why are there so many of you? Go away. Oh, hey, Richard! Welcome. I am Australian. Wait, let's see. I'm missing some things. Those little sounds they're making is definitely distracting. I'd help you wipe if you needed it, and I was around. Interesting. I'm Australian. Generally, strangers will help you, but it depends on what it is and what friends are able to offer at the time. At the time. That's a good criteria. Because what is able to be helped with in some times is different from other times. I think people have a tendency to be self-reliant, when we should really be reaching out for friends, to our friends for help. Probably a little bit awkward at first, but it'd be alright. Ooh. Okay. Raw science. I have now made this. What am I going to call this? I'm going to call this top of branch. Real descript. Perfect. That's what I want in my life. Top of branch. Close. Cool. That's also a pretty good height. Can see a good deal of things. Can see that spooky pumpkin over there. I know, very specific. See the placed pumpkin on the porch? I do see it. Is there something special with this placed pumpkin? If I go to the pumpkin, is there going to be a bug that's going to attack me, or am I just going to be able to look into its glowing eyes? Very curious about that. No. Okay. Is that a can of lead paint? It's a can
See what's around here.
of some sort of paint. I don't know if it's lead paint, but it's definitely paint. Semi-gloss exterior defense. That's all I can see from here. Gets the point across. It will be gone soon. Oh, okay, well that makes sense. It's a seasonal thing. I need to eventually get to it because it'll probably be gone after Halloween. Maybe a little bit after Halloween. So that's interesting. Okay. So I was asking the question, Richard, now that you're here. What are some things that you feel like is acceptable to expect out of your friendships? What do you feel like this would make sense to expect of my friends? If I were to have a friend and I would know what I want to lean on them for, or be able to know that I can lean on them for, what would you think those limits would be? Out of curiosity, what would you say in your words? What if there's a way that I can get there or climb up without having to build a way up there? I don't feel like there is. Maybe that rock. Of course, do I want to go there in the middle of the night? And the answer is probably not. I can already barely see the bugs attacking my face. Leaf. I believe it. I do love seasonal decorations. If I could stick to playing one Minecraft server for a while and have that running without feeling tempted to make a new one, I would have it have seasonal events. But trying to do that is hard. Ooh, there's a science pod down there. I don't have a lot of hang time, and I'm concerned I'm gonna run out of it before I get to a safe spot. Eee. Okay, we're good. Ooh, it does depend on the type of friendship and how deep the relationship is. Yes, the spectrum. All right, so if we're gonna approach it from the spectrum perspective, whatever. If we're gonna approach it from that perspective, then what do you think should be acceptable to expect of a entry tier relationship or friendship, good friendship, close friendship? What are your thoughts on that matter? If I go down in this, I am stuck on Band-Aid brand, because Band-Aids stick on me. Okay. Leave me alone! Let's see. That's the science. Burgle quests. What do we got? Explore the Trowel Gulch. This one, Artificer. Red Ant Knee Guards. Craft Red Ant Knee Guards. Okay. I'll take on that one. Great Oak Beacon. Complete trail marker at Great Oak Beacon. We'll take that one too. And now I can buy something. Zip lines, ladders, cookbook hedge, daredevil, moisten up those brittle little bones, unlock a mutation for limber, spongy legs to reduce fall damage. It's not often that will be happening. Pebblet Foundation. Zipline. I feel like zip lines would be important here. Let's go zipline. I guess an entry would show some kind of effort to communicate, maybe. Okay. I've got one guy who I would count on to show up in the middle of the night, if I was indeed. That's a close friend. The close friend. That person would do the same as, or more than, family. I agree. Closer than family. Middle is a tough one. So, showing up for a person in the middle of the night, close friendship. Where are these mites? They are annoying me by their sounds. Die. Where? There. Okay. The beacon is the light you were on before. Okay, good to know. And I'm also very much so curious to know your thoughts as well, Metal Man, to this question. Look at that sprig. The entry tier would make himself available to hang out. Okay. Fair enough. What is fluttering? Fluttering. What are those sounds? Leave me alone, little mite. I can outrun you. I have what it takes. the mutation enables me so. Put him on a little web. Beads of water.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
I'm so sorry, it's not a lemon crime. Oh, it's a crow again. That crow makes me think of other things are there. Darn it, crow! Any grass being pushed around? Not presently. All is calm. Excellent, I am ready for your answer. But I can say I have had new people go out of their way, like a close friend, too. Some people are just like that. Friendship grows organically. You forgore. Well, okay. YouTube make me forgore. The present question that I'm asking right now is specifically when it comes to tiers of friendship, starting with basic entry-level friend, middle-of-the-way friend, and close friendship. What are the things you can expect and maybe get away with said levels of friendship? That's the question I'm presently asking right now, if you'd like to chip in on that, Zap. As I'm waiting for a spider to show up, which will probably still not show up tonight. Because reasons. Yes, yes. Ha ha ha. I'm genuinely curious. Can you borrow some money? Yes, you could. We'd have to talk about it. But yes, you could. I feel like an entry-level friendships would be stuff that someone might go out of their way to do, but nothing that requires a good bit of trust, like loaning money. And then your very next question is, can I borrow some money? I was testing our friendship level, and money can typically be close. Yes. I'm at a level of, I definitely would want to have a conversation of what the need is. Like, not the level of just you ask and I immediately hand you without questions. Not that level. That one, I don't know what the threshold of that is, but it's up there. But I wouldn't say no. Good friendship, get into the level of trust, but not a lot, like borrowing $20 or getting a ride to a place. Interesting. Okay. I think a measure of a friendship is what you are prepared to do for them, because that can depend on how they have treated you. Fair enough. I do like that way of looking at it, that marker. Would your parents give you money without asking why? That's a good question. Almost? I feel like they almost would. Like, it depends on the quantity of money I'm asking of them. But, so, I mean, it would, yeah. But then again, we just talked about sometimes friendships are closer than family friendships or relationships. So, there is that. It definitely is the case for me. There's a lot of people in my family that I am not close to. A lot of people. But there are plenty of people that are not in my family that I am close to. So there is that. And then a close friendship would be at the point where someone is willing to sacrifice something of their own, like bailing someone out of jail. Okay. I think all levels of friendship change with how comfortable you feel being vulnerable with them. Each tier has a level of trust that you feel comfortable with. I can share more with mid-grade tier. the money thing can be tough regardless. Even family is yeah, exactly. Then the entry level. My mom is like $400 in debt to me from borrowing money. My parents are not in debt to me, so that's a fascinating concept. I was closer to my bandmates than I was to my parents for a while. Fair. There exist things that, like, right now, I'm processing through apart from my parents. I have a very close relationship with my parents, at least in comparison to what I've heard other people have with their parents. And even still, there are things I'm not ready to talk about with my parents yet that I do talk about with my friends and have worked through and processed with them. So, it happens. She never has cash. I used to have cash frequently when I used to work at not New Balance, Balance U. Because there, in that job, it was a, what's the word? Kids inflatable bounce house kind of establishment. And they would tip you if they thought you did a good job hosting their child's birthday party. Which I did a good job. And the problem is I started working there right before the recession. And so I went from having good tips to no tips. And no tips and minimum wage does not cover it. Zap sounds like he's on track to be a successful loan shark. Man, I'm still here if you were wondering, even though you probably weren't. I mean, I was definitely wondering. I asked you how you've been, and you did not respond, Calypso. I'm still curious how you've been, and if you have anything you want to bring into the conversation.
The end of the rope for that.
Oh, that... you apparently cannot just pull one back out the minute one goes. Oh, if you said it, either it did not show up in chat or I missed it. And I don't really have anything I want to bring in. Okay, well, fair enough. That's fine. Okay. Eat. Consume.
Just like a fruit pounder.
What is a fruit pounder? It makes me feel uncomfortable hearing these words together in a sentence.
That was refreshing.
I'm slowly getting her to give me it back by reminding her every so often, but she did raise me, so it's basically a tax from my childhood. RIP. Oh. Okay, so it's interesting. When it comes to what you can expect from friendships, what about when it comes to depth of conversation? What do you guys think is appropriate and not appropriate in terms of depth of conversation, depending on the level of closeness you have to them? So, depth of conversation, you're just now becoming friends. You've been friends for a bit, but you're not close, and you're close friends. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on specifically how deep your conversations go? I'm curious. Apparently a fruit pounder is a fruit-filled pound cake. Oh, okay. It feels like, wouldn't that then be a pound, like a fruit cake? Oh, it's okay. It is not a problem, Calypso. I definitely pretend to be more bothered than I actually am. Like, I'm bothered maybe a little bit. It's not an unbothered, but not in a severe way at all. If I had said stop and, like, really got angry about it, then maybe, but otherwise, I was not. Let me see. Let me get back to that area that Burgle was talking about over here in the trees. That's just what the... Fair enough. This is what the internet says. Red ant. I'm gonna need to kill a couple of you, sadly, because I need to... My robot requires a sacrifice. Ooh. Grass movement. Okay. Angry ant. Going after Weevil and Web. Okay, cool. It was just a ladybug. We can deal with ladybugs, okay? Ladybugs are not a problem. It's fine. Spiders are. Here we go. Aha! I definitely missed my exit. Okay, let me try that again. Ooh. Oh, hello. There's just a random workstation over there. Axe must have put that there last time he was on. Hello. We're going to name this one... Tree lantern. No, lantern. There we go. I'm going to make that one purple. Close. Tree lantern. With top of branch and tree... tree lantern. Cool. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how close you were to the person on the trip you went on. Oh gosh. Not that close. This question that I'm asking of like, what is appropriate based off of the level of which you are close to the person, of which questions should be asked, or how deep the conversation should go. That is not something that I feel as well adept to know, because I generally feel comfortable talking about deep things with most people, but there are some circumstances like that one, which was a little bit, maybe not the best. Nothing that I ever said with him seems to be used against me, granted, but that's good, but nonetheless, I don't know. I am an open book a lot, so there is that. So just to start off, close friends you share the biggest issues, the things in your life with, and they would be the first ones to know when something happens. Again, it depends on how comfortable you feel in being vulnerable. Did you hear about the armadillo came out for Minecraft 1.21? What came with the armadillo's wolf armor? So we have wolf armor in vanilla Minecraft now. I saw that, yes. So yeah, I'm glad, you and I are a kindred spirit, Richard, because yes, the whole existence of thoughtraid is proof to the fact that I'm not exactly sure what the threshold of deep conversation should be. But I do believe that there probably is a threshold, and it's just a person to person, maybe. Believe it or not, despite the fact that I do have deep conversations quite often, there are some things that, even though I do get deep, I only do reserve for people closer to me. So, although I benchmark deep conversations here, there are higher weights that I lift that I don't talk about on stream, but do talk about with the people that I trust. So there is that. But no, I don't know. Throw me some topics. What is on your mind? What do you guys specifically think? That's too close of a conversation for this level of friendship and commitment to this person. Or, yeah, this makes no sense. Why I wouldn't talk about this, whatever it may be. I think I want to find where the black ant base is. Either that, or go back into that ghastly, poisonous region. Because I did the hedges. I don't think I want to deal with fish in the pond yet. And I don't feel like attacking a wolf spider head-on, although I could. I feel like that would just go poorly for me. I'd want them to travel their little butts over to my house so that I can attack them from the safety of my home. Oh. What are those things?
Gonna have a look around. Location marked on the map.
No, I don't want to get rid of that. Are those mosquitoes? I think those are mosquitoes. Where is the desert area? The sandbox with the black ants. I don't know. Go to the picnic table. Oh, okay. Over there. I'm gonna go over there and bring myself close to the skeeters. I don't know where that spider is, though. And I feel very precarious going this direction. Oh! Speak of the devil. There the devil be. Oh boy. Oh no. I am being targeted. Okay. I'm just gonna run underneath these plants. Oh dear God in heaven. Ah! Oh boy. Okay, we're fighting. Those are fighting words, mosquito.
I hate mosquitoes. Why
Yeah.
do they even exist?
Okay, it's leaving me alone. Cool. I hate mosquitoes. Why do they even exist? Nope. Ow! Come here, mosquito. Wanna fight me? Oh, I need to heal. Oi, oi, oi. No, 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 no. I hate you. I hate you so much. Why is this a thing? Stop. Die, you piece of crap. Oi, 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 oi. Oh. Maybe I should not have come this way. Oh, hey. Let me eat something.
Rub time.
That'll help with a little bit of healing, too. Okay. Little ants. I know that once there was a science experiment that was done where they wanted to figure out, like, how ants figured out where to go, and they put stilts on an ant. And I really want to see that. Oh. Bucko, you stand right in my way. Why? Can I walk around you without you waking up? Oh, there's a lot in that corner. Oh, and they're moving. I feel like this was not a Capital One choice. Okay, what is that? Oh, those guys. Okay, not great, not terrible. It has a line being burned onto it. Frankenline. Ha! Hello, Frankenline. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. I can go up, I can go down. That is all I can do. That's an ant. And I can go on the other side and I can make another thing with the Frankenline. Cool. But it's all I can do because I am but one man. Hello, ant. You are not a black ant. You are a red ant, and that is a gigantic puddle. I don't know. Am I any closer to the sandbox? What is that sound? What is that thing?
Gets into detention. He forgot his gnome work.
Oh, there's a gnome. Oh, gosh. The Tullies. Okay, cool. Tooth in the puddle. Okay. Just look up and there's an aphid there. Oh, no, 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 freaking, no. I don't want to deal with another mosquito. Skeeter. No, I refuse. I refuse until I get more bandages. I refuse. Oh, frick. Frick. We bobbing and weaving over here. We're going through the grass. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. I discovered Mixer. What? That's an apple with a bunch of ants. I can chop the apple? Where's the apple? Oh. I broke the apple. Sorry. I can eat these apple bits? Is that what it is? Apple. Fresh apple bits. Is that a black ant? Rotten food. They're all rotten food. I don't need rotten... I need an apple chunk. I'm just picking up crap. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
I don't want any trouble, Ant.
Yeah,
I'm in a can, and it's pretty grand. I don't know something about the soda. Shake it up, and it'll explode ya.
Okay. Cool. Tooth on the can. There's a tooth on the can? Oh, there is. A gold tooth. What do I even do with a golden... What do you do with teeth? That's a spider. And there's just a clump of ants. To get to the golden tooth, I need to go up the white thingy. The styrofoam, plastic, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Focusing in for a second. You're saying if I was having an issue with my wife or kids, I would expect a close friend not only to make himself available to listen, but to try and provide wisdom. Okay, fair enough. And how has my day been? Hello, random gold tooth. Mega milk molar. What is this? Interesting. See at ASL terminal. Okay. If you collect them, they'll give you things. Okay. Oh. Hello, floating aphid. Just random like there. Oh.
Hey there, buddy.
Oop.
Hey there, buddy.
I got a couple of apple bits. These are going to be good for research. Now to be going back to my house. My house in the middle of my yard. Hello, aphid. That's a soldier ant. That's not great. Okay. So, my day. Oh, I accidentally went to the ant colony. Oop. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Ants do not like me visiting their colony. So my day's been pretty good. To answer your question, I'm trying. I'm sorry. My day's been pretty good. Pretty basic day at work. We hit our sales goal. Very happy about that. Hitting a sales goal means that the store gets more hours and I get more money. That's always good in the end by having more hours. I was kind of doing a lot of thinking today. Today was in my head a lot. Made it back safely.
No crime, but it's better than nothing.
Be grateful, kid. As we roast this aphid on a stick. Keep the fresh pieces. They will make a great smoothie. Let's see if we can research them. Analyze. Human food. Ooh. Heck yeah. Unlike that insect food. Mosquito needle. Ooh. Mosquito mount. Stuffed mosquito. Level up my brain power. Stinger spear. Bee shoulder pads. Oh, I can start making... Okay. Bee armor. What does this thing do? Heal Bossa. Okay, cool. I have done the research. Alright. So I think we've covered this topic pretty good. I'll move on to the next thing. And up here on this ladder. The place I like to perch. One of the questions that I'd written down that I thought was good to ask, and just to kind of get your opinions on, would be, is there amount of friendships that is necessary to be a healthy person? Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Like, amount of friendship that's good, or is it quantity and quality, or just quantity? What are your takes on it? For you, Kenneth, or you, Richard, or Zap, if you're still there. Or Metal Man. Oh, you gotta go to work. Well, thanks for joining, Metal Man. I appreciate it. I always appreciate when you join. Enjoy the rest of your shift. There is not a certain amount of friendships. Let's see. Rotten food. I don't think I want to consume rotten food. Every person is unique and needs a certain amount of support to survive. I need some more. Some needs less. Quality definitely over quantity. But does that mean only quality? Plants. I feel like I need to make another chest, but that's going to require me to make more acorns. Or get more acorns. Chest. Oh, I need sap. Okay. I can find sap. I can get that. Some needs none. I think they're about even. I don't know about that. I would disagree with the belief that some people don't need friends. You need both good friends and the right amount of friends for yourself. That, I feel like I kind of side with that particular logic. Branch. Where are you, Branch? There you are, Branch. Bring me your sap. One or two good close friends is better than a bunch of acquaintances you barely know. Fair. I agree there, yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many good friends do you think would be good? Just one? Just two? Ooh, aphid cooked. Come here. So I guess there's about even, but if I had to quality over quantity, yeah. Well, for sure. They'd be even, but yeah, I would agree with that. I do think it would probably be even. So yeah. But does any of you guys have thought about this and thought, this seems like a really good amount of friends specifically to have? I think I want to trash this rotten food. I don't know if there's a use for it. Can I put it into the cooking station? I feel like that'd be a bad thing. Nachos. Might loaf. Aphid jerky. I wonder. I haven't really thought about it like that, but every once in a while I wonder if I have a good amount of friends or if I have really good friends, or both. Where do you think you fall on that spectrum? Since you've thought about it, where do you think you fall specifically on that spectrum? There we go. It's hard to give a number simply because life can put you in a place where you may only be able to have one good friend. Right, I'm sure life can do that. But if you had the choice, you had the ability to choose, and you were in a season of your life where there was multiple people that you could have good, solid friendship with, what would you think that number would be? Directly in the middle. I don't have that many friends, but I have really good friends. But it's like perfectly even almost, because nothing's perfect. Fair enough. Nothing is perfect. Well, I feel like that's a good place to be, somewhere in the middle. You have a place to grow. You do have foundation. So that's good. Keep thinking about that rotten chunks. I need to do something about getting rid of them rather than holding on to them. I wonder if I can sacrifice them to the little ants. If the ants will actually pick them up and try to eat them, just like they did with the few. Accept my gift. I bring gift. But for now, I'm gonna put them here. Oh, trash. Yes. Get that trash stack. Yep. And that's right. I need to make another chest. There we go. Right there. So we can put stuff like this, which I don't have space for. Fungal growth. Get that out of my Get that out of my sight. Do I have bugs? I have space for this. Yeah, put that there. There. And that can go there. Probably 2 or 3. There was a time I had 6. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like it is good to have more than just one. Having 2 or 3, I think that's good. I have, in terms of close friends, I have 3 really close friends. And then from there, like 10 good friends. Including, if I were to include them, it would be 10, that is. So 7 really good friends, 3 very close friends, that I'm in regular communication with. I don't know if that's the right number, or if there is a quantifiable right number, but I do think at the very least, it is important to have a handful, more than one really close friend, because one friend can't be all things to you. And so it's good to have other friends to fall back on. Okay. So, I think then the last thing I want to cover tonight, before I close out here, is, with from your perspective, how can you be a good friend to others? Like, what does a good friend on your part to other people look like? Like, what are some hallmarks of a good friendship? Most people I know have multiple best friends or really close friends. That's cool. I'm hanging out for a spider. I could go to sleep and not have to deal with it, but I really want a spider. I don't know if I'll be able to withstand the spider. Also, I need to create bandages. Craft bandages. Ooh. I need more sap. Human food. Kielbasa. You can be good friends by being kind to them and including them. What does being kind to a person mean to you? But how much those vary by how good you are friends with the other person.
Take that, vampires.
Ant walks up. Take that, vampires! And it's like, huh? Ant does not understand.
Tastes good.
Never mind, I don't want to rephrase that. That was worded weird. Let me rephrase that. Never mind. It doesn't sound as bad as I think about it. The more I think about it. Well, fair enough. Ladybug, okay. But yeah, what does being kind to a person look like to you? Calypso.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the red mites bite.
Oh, they're gonna try to bite.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the red mites bite.
Would you please? I'm just trying to live my best life, and you're over here trying to bite my butt. Don't appreciate it. Back up. Craft many, please. Thank you. Where is the marker for my house? I have forgotten. And I don't see it for some reason, which is strange. That looks like it could be my house. But my house is not showing up on my map. Yeah, okay, that's my house. Why did that not show up on my map? Whee! Back to my tower to observe for wolf spiders. Being kind is like what I said before, including them, not calling them names and stuff along the lines of like that. And depending on how good of friends you are with that person, you might include them on different scales of personal info. Okay. So, not calling them names, choosing to include them in things. Ran out of space. It's fine. And sharing close information to them. Okay. I feel like when it comes to being good friends to people, I think another factor to think about is sharing in general. I think another factor to think about is what is their love language, and choosing to do things to them that would do things to or for them that would be loving specifically for them. Calypso, have you heard yet of love languages? Has anyone taught you about that? Because I know you're pretty smart and you probably have heard of different things, and I don't know what you do and do not know. Day 4, and there still is no spider. I am highly disappointed. Not exactly. Okay. So, I don't remember who coined the whole concept of love languages. But there's essentially, I think, 5 different love languages depending on the person, and you can rank yourself in which one's your highest, which one's your lowest. One of them is words of affirmation. So what that means, what words of affirmation is when you are choosing to compliment a person, to say, I really appreciate you. It's verbal. You're choosing to speak up and let the person know just how much you value them. It's communicative. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say things, because sometimes, or say like direct compliments, sometimes just saying, hey, do you want to do something together? And inviting them to do something with you can even fall into that affirmational thing. Because if someone's like, hey, I want to spend time with you, that is affirming them. Like, you value their friendship. So you've got the Gary Chapman. Okay, it was the one who wrote on it. Okay, cool. So you got words of affirmation. Then you have... well, this in no particular order. You have touch, choosing to give someone a hug, to hold their hand, just any form of like literal, just having your arm around their shoulder, locking arms, different things that involves physical touch is a love language. Another one is quality time, where you make the decision to spend time with the person, where you're focused on them, rather than just being distracted constantly and, doing a separate thing. Like, you're just choosing to be around that person. I guess quality time doesn't necessarily have to include you guys doing the same thing. You could be doing 2 separate things entirely. I might be talking about an entirely different topic because I don't really know what it is. Wait, what? I don't know anything about that, but I do get included in a lot of personal kind of stuff with my friends. I don't really get included, but I hear about it, and sometimes I have to help them by giving them advice. Okay. Sometimes I like to guide and help them. Okay. I do hear a lot about my friends. Okay. Yeah, being there for them and providing advice, that I would feel like falls into the category of somewheres between words of affirmation and quality time. Like, again, intentional focus. Maybe even acts of service. One of those things. But anyways, so you have words of affirmation, complimenting a person, telling them they look nice, telling them you appreciate them, whatever, touch, holding hands, hugging, arm around the shoulder, locked arms. Then you have quality time, spending time with a person, being there for them, choosing to show up at, some event that they're doing to be there for them, being in a good conversation together where you're both focused on each other. You got quality time there. Then you have gifts. Some people really like to receive things, so giving someone cash, or giving them a present, or just giving them something to show to them that you mean something to them and that you're thinking of them. It doesn't have to be even expensive. You can give them a bottle cap. You could give them a written letter, but you're physically giving them something to keep, to show that you were thinking of that person. You have gifts, and then you have acts of service. And acts of service involves going and doing something for them, where you might, as a love language, you might want to wash the dishes. Washing the dishes is not necessarily fun. Or vacuuming, cleaning the floors, painting a house, whatever. Just doing something for a friend is an act of service and one of the 5 love languages. And I think I get my love languages mixed up in love life. I mean, they could be really, love languages apply to both love life, and it also applies to just friendships. It's not exclusive to one or the other, because people receive love in different ways, regardless if they're your friend or they're your lover. Love languages were the first created to help marriages, but we each have a love language. How we each individually receive love. People who have the gifts language also like giving gifts as much as receiving them. Yeah. So there's love languages and things that mean a lot to you to receive, and also the way you like to express yourself in love languages, because that can also be 2 separate things. But when it comes to friendships, knowing someone's love language and choosing to make the sacrifice to love them in a way that's maybe foreign to you is a way of being a good friend to someone, I believe. So let's just say it's a situation where your friend really knows that you love them if you give them gifts. Making the decision to give gifts, even though it may give you anxiety to give gifts, is definitely a way of being a good friend to somebody, because you're choosing to face anxiety or fears and to love them in ways that maybe not mean the same thing to you. I was thinking about when my friends have drama in their relationships. I think another area, just kind of focusing in on all the areas that could be indicative of being a good friend to somebody, being patient with them through their shortcomings, I think is really important. And in patience, the willingness that when they hurt you, as they inevitably will hurt you, to figure out the why and to ask questions rather than just immediately go into assumptions as to why they did what they did. I think a good friend asks questions and tries to understand before they make decisions and how to approach their friends, which requires patience. Hello. I appreciate that, Fuzzy World. Welcome to my stream. I'm doing good. We've been talking about, like I mentioned in the topic, how to be good friends with people and what friendships look like. And I was asking the question to the people here, what do you think would make a good friend to others? And some of the points that I had listed that I was talking about was figuring out and recognizing what their love language is, so that way you can love them and make the decision to love them in a way that maybe is foreign to you, but is meaningful to them. So, like, for instance, again, if someone's love language is gifts. They love to receive gifts. They are always giving out gifts. But that's not something that's natural to you. I feel like being a good friend is deciding to push through that barrier of giving gifts and risk it being an awkward gift or being rejected over the gift and giving anyways, because you know that's something that they value, even though it may not mean anything to you. Or being patient with them and making the decision to ask questions and work with them rather than just immediately passing judgment and figuring out why they did the things that they did that hurt you. Because inevitably, good friends or not so good friends, any kind of friend is going to, at some point, hurt you. So taking the time to figure out why they did as they did, I think is a good way to be a good friend to other people. So I'm opening it back up to you guys as we kind of like close out here. Unfortunately, you came at the end of the stream. But if you have anything you would like to bring to the topic before we close out, Fuzzy, you're more than welcome to. It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing. Oh, so sorry this world does not cater to your tiny needs. It's like me and my roommate. He got me sober and off wacky stuff, and I helped him as well. We've been friends for a long time. That's really cool. I hope A, that you come back, and B, at some point that you share that story. I'm very curious about that. And the whole what got you to that place and what kind of revelations you got that brought you out of it. Obviously, in addition to your friend. Cool. Because we do stream weekly. Mondays are pretty frequent. Saturdays are a little bit hit and miss because I'm trying to figure out a more helpful schedule given all the things I've got going on in my life. But Mondays are consistent. Fridays are pretty consistent too. So we will eventually stabilize in how frequently I stream, but we're kind of in a bit of a transition. I think this Friday we should be doing D&D. It's either this Friday or it's going to be next week. No, it's next week. It's not this Friday. It would be next week we're doing D&D on Friday. Because this Friday, Noah and Lauren are going to be in Florida, my home state. I'm still waiting for a spider. I need a spider. A big, strong spider to come my way so I can murder it. I will be here when I get a chance, since I'm currently on tour with my church. We are doing a huge concert for Thanksgiving. Well, that's nice. How fun. Do you, thinking of Thanksgiving, do you ever do Friendsgivings? Have you ever done something like that, Fuzzy? Yes, you have. Nice. That idea, I started doing stuff with that, I want to say like 2018. It was like the first time it came to me. It was kind of building for a while, and I was like, I need to have something with people, not my family. Not just my family. I love my family, but I also love my friends. And I know sometimes some friends can't go be with their family during Thanksgiving, so yeah, I'm thinking about doing that again this year. I also done Secret Santa with my Twitch friends. That's fun. I've never done that with the community. That's interesting. I don't even know how you would make that work, because people are long distance typically. But yeah, do you guys have any other things that you want to kind of contribute to like a list of ways to be good friends to others before we close out here? hungry. Well, the minute I get done making myself a sandwich, I've started adding pickle slices to my turkey and cheese sandwiches, and it's been heavenly. At some point, I'm going to put them in a toaster oven. I'm going to cook those suckers and make a toasted turkey and cheese sandwich, and I am ready for that. Unlike that plant, I'm not ready to scale that blade of grass. They basically put an Amazon item on their wish list, and then the other people buy them that for them. Well, that's cool. Okay, that makes sense. I will bring that idea to my friend Noah, who helps run thoughtraid with me. See if he likes, if we want to try something like that, and if he wanted to help, if he would want to help coordinate that. That'd be fascinating. I forget that I need to make a container. Canteen. I can make one. Craft. And put that... No. Here. So I can go... Scoop. Okay, apparently I can only do 2 at a time. Got it. And then... deposit. And scoop. Can I scoop that one too? Or is it too far? Okay. Guess so. I'm growing a little pond of water for later. I can think of, before I close it, I can think of one last thing that would probably be good to say when it comes to, and it's kind of already been touched on, but I do think a good part of being a good friend to other people, in fact, a critical part of being a good friend to the people, is to avoid assumptions, and when you begin to find yourself building assumptions, to work them out before they get to a place where they start to create a divide between you and your friends. Because I feel like it's very easy for us to assume the worst. I know for me, it's very easy to assume the worst. Maybe people are better at it than I am. But I know for me, I can definitely assume the worst. And it's very easy. I'm very imaginative. It's very easy for me to imagine worst case scenarios. And so I feel like a part of being a good friend is to try to hold back making any decisions until you've talked about what your assumptions are with the person. Not to say that you just don't do anything with the assumptions, like just ignore that the assumptions are there, because then they're never really challenged. But specifically, that before you make a decision regarding them, before you change your tone, your stance, your whatever with the person, I think it's really good to bring out your assumptions with the person, talk about it, and talk about it in such a way that's not accusatory, but more so, you did this thing, and this is what it made me feel. Why? Why did you do this thing? What was your thinking and reasoning behind it? It goes hand in hand with the whole patience thing. But I think it's very critical to not make decisions while there's assumptions in your head, if possible. You have to challenge your assumptions with facts and truth, yes. Because I feel like that's the fastest way. I don't know. I work very hard to throw out as many assumptions as I can, and they crop up like weeds in this backyard. They crop up real fast, real easy, like weeds during a summer day or spring, just everywhere all the time. But I feel like part of the lawn care work of a relationship of any sort is to talk about those weeds, to let them be challenged to talk about with the person, even if you know them extremely well for a very long time. I feel like it's always important to challenge assumptions. Because I feel like if you're going to be a good friend to somebody, you're going to see things incorrectly, and you need to overcome that. You have to... Why? You gotta challenge your assumptions. Hello? Because otherwise, the alternative... Hello? Scoop? The alternative is you'll invariably create a scenario in your head that could be pretty bad, and then assume everything about that person, that being the case, and then you start distancing yourself from it, and the idea never gets challenged. Hey, Calypso. Did you have any thoughts to that you wanted to add? Any questions, whatever? This song is nice. I'm gonna like this one. This is a fancy song. I'm gonna turn this one up. Oh no. You're still here, but you did not in fact hear a single thing that I said. RIP. Essentially, what I said is, in a good friendship, I believe it's necessary not to hold on to assumptions and make decisions while you have assumptions towards a person, especially if they're negative assumptions. So I was just asking if you had anything you wanted to add to that. Dang it, I did not reach the branch. And if not, that's fine, because yeah, we're getting to a good closing point here. Do. Just this fun time. Frick! Keep hurting myself. Not making it. I want to get the do so bad. Hello, Ant. I don't want any trouble, Ant. I move away from my house for 3 seconds, and I do not remember where I live without those landmarks. Why do they disappear, too? I do not have anything to add to that. Okay, cool. Well then, unless anyone of you else speak now, forever hold your peace, I'm going to close it out here in just a second. I just need to get back to my base before I close it out. All right. This is where we shall close it out. I can sleep on a chair? That's interesting. All right. Oh, big stretch. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching. It has been a lot of fun, and if you've enjoyed this stream, I want to invite you to come join us on our Discord group. The link to that is in the description below if you are on YouTube, but if you're on Twitch, it is in the panels, and that's where you can find the link to join us on Discord. So we'd love to have you be a part of that, because all the announcements we have go through Discord, and if there's anything that we're doing outside of just a regular stream, it'll also be done through Discord as well. Do you want to play anything after this, Brennan? Like, are you going to bed? I'm not going to bed, but I am going to probably hermit, though. I've had a full social day, so I'm probably going to go and play either some Baldur's Gate or something like that. So that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, so I want to invite you to come join us on Discord. Link to that is in the description. And with that said, I'm going to just pause that song, which is also a good song. Hold on. I'll make sure that gets liked. With that said, we broadcast every week on Monday, Friday, and Saturday around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be live again this Friday with some more gaming. You don't want to miss it. I hope to see you guys then again soon, and you have a good night.